explorers, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So let us begin with chapter number 3 of grammar, and the name of the chapter is the noun, right? So इस chapter में हम लोग noun के बारे में discuss करेंगे. So what are nouns actually? Nouns are the name of the person, place, animal or thing. Particularly the naming words are known as the nouns. So अब जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं और देखते हैं कि nouns actually होते क्या है, right? So we have a definition over here which says that noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. तो noun जो है वो नाम है किसी एक person, place, animal या फिर thing का, right? So next topic that we have over here is the kinds of. अब the kinds of noun क्या है? Let us read them. The very first kind जो हमें यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है वो है proper noun, right? So proper noun says it is the name of a particular person, place, thing or an animal. कि proper noun जो है वो किसी ना किसी particular place, person, animal या फिर thing का नाम है. जैसे कि examples हैं न्यू दिल्ली, गंगा, मार्च, राइनो, etc. Right? Next, we have a point to remember. Let's read it. ये क्या कहता है? A proper noun always starts with a capital letter. ये proper noun जो है वो हमेशा ही एक capital letter से ही शुरू किया जाता है. Right? Next that we have is the common noun. So अब ये common noun क्या है? Let's read this also. A common noun is a name given in common to every person, animal, place or thing, etc. Right? कि कॉमन नाउन जो है वो एक ऐसा नाम है जो कि किसी कॉमन पर्सन, एनिमल, प्लेस या फिर थिंग के कैटेगरी को दिया जाता है, राइट? एंड द एग्जांपल्स आर बॉय, गर्ल, कार, मंथ, सिटी, रिवर, हिल, etc. राइट? Moving ahead, we have the next topic, which is countable and uncountable nouns. तो अब बात करेंगे हम countable और uncountable nouns की. So let's see वो क्या होते हैं. So they say we can divide nouns into countable and uncountable. तो हम लोग nouns को divide कर सकते हैं countable और uncountable nouns के बीच में. कैसे? Let's have a look on the examples. Boy, chair, pen, desk, milk, etc. are countable nouns. ये सभी हमारे countable nouns में आते हैं. And next, while tea, sugar, milk, salt, etc. are the uncountable nouns. ये सभी uncountable nouns के नाम से जाने जाते हैं. Next, we have proper nouns and collective nouns are called uncountable. कि जो proper nouns होते हैं और collective nouns होते हैं वो actually uncountable होते हैं. We cannot count uncountable nouns कि हम उन्हें count नहीं कर सकते हैं. So, that was about countable and uncountable nouns. Next topic is the possessive nouns. अब ये possessive nouns क्या होते हैं ये भी जानते हैं. A word that tell us about the possession of noun is called possessive noun. एक ऐसा word जो हमें possession दिखाता हो एक noun के प्रति उसे हम possessive noun के नाम से जानते हैं. So यहाँ पर हमारे लिए कुछ examples हैं. That book belongs to Rohan. This pencil box belongs to Ronita. She is the mother of Sohan. Right? Next, let's move ahead. Now they say we can write the above sentences as कि हम जो पुराने सेंटेंसेस अभी हमने पढ़े पीछे पोजेसिव केस के, उसमें उन सेंटेंसेस को हम इस तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं, जैसे दैट इज रोहन्स बुक, दिस इज रोनिता's pencil box, she is Sohan's mother, right? So we use nouns to show ownership, possession और relationship. कि नाउन्स का यूज सिर्फ उनके नाम या फिर किसी चीज का पता लगाने के लिए नहीं, बल्कि उन पे ओनरशिप, पोजेशन और रिलेशनशिप बताने के लिए भी यूज किए जाते हैं, राइट? दिस फॉर्म इज कॉल्ड द पोजेसिव नाउन, और इसीलिए हम इस फॉर्म को पोजेसिव नाउन के नाम से जानते हैं, राइट? नेक्स्ट topic that we have is formation of possessive nouns. So, nouns का जो possessive form है वो कैसे change किया जा सकता है? Add s to singular and plural nouns not in s. So, अब अगर हमें singular को plural में convert करना है तो हम उसमें s ना लगाएं, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, right? So they say examples हमें यहाँ पर दिए हुए हैं, girls scarf, men's shirt, boys tie and women's sarees, right? Next we have add apostrophe to singular and plural nouns ending in s. कि अगर हमें किसी सिंगुलर नाउन्स को प्लूरल में कन्वर्ट करना है बट वो ऑलरेडी प्लूरल में है, तो हम उसमें apostrophe s ना लगा करके we put only an apostrophe, right? So the examples are girls scarf and boys rice. Next, possessive case is mainly used when the noun denotes the some living thing. कि possessive case जो है वो mainly तभी यूज किया जाता है जब noun जो है वो उन्हें याद कराती है सिर्फ the some living things, right? जो कि हमें living things के बारे में बताती है. So the examples are Kirti's bag, Johnny's pen, right? Next, they say when the noun denotes a non-living thing, we say कि जब noun जो है वो एक non-living thing को denote करता है तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? The leg of the chair, not the chair's leg. The cover of the mobile, not the mobile's cover. So आपने देखा कि हम लोग इन words के लिए इस तरीके से ये सब use करते हैं, right? But with nouns denoting time, space or weight, possessive case is used. कि जब भी हम nouns को denote करते हैं तो time, space और weight ये सब ही possessive case हैं जो कि use किए जाते हैं. Next, we have examples. A day's evening, a month's holiday, a foot's length, a pound's weight. Right? Next topic that we have over here is collective noun. So, अब ये collective noun क्या है? Let us read them. So, a collective noun is the name given to a group or collection of persons, animals or things. कि कलेक्टिव नाउन्स जो है वो ऐसा नाम है जो कि किसी नाउन्स के कलेक्शन के ग्रुप को नेम दिया जाता हो, जैसे कि कलेक्शन ऑफ पर्सन्स, एनिमल्स और थिंग्स, राइट? सो द एग्जांपल्स आर आर्मी, क्राउड, फ्लॉक, बंडल, बंच, राइट? नाउ वी हैव सम मोर एग्जांपल्स. An army is a collection of soldiers. A flock is a collection of sheep. A bundle is a collection of things. Right? Moving ahead. Now we have word bank for collective nouns. यहाँ पर हमें word bank दिया हुआ है जो कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ collective nouns के लिए है. Let us read them very quickly. A staff of teachers. a bouquet of flowers, a herd of elephants, a troop of dancers, a swarm of bees, a bunch of grapes or keys, a crew of sailors, a galaxy of stars, a litter of puppies, a bevy of quails, a jury of judges, a choir of singers or musicians, a flock of sheep, a string of pearls, a gang of thieves, a class of students, a shoal of fish, a flight of steps, a troop of monkeys, a clump of trees, a bench of magistrates, a pack of wolves. Right? Now, moving ahead, the last one that we have over here is the abstract nouns. So, the abstract nouns kya hai? Let's read them. A name given to a quality or state is called an abstract noun. कि अगर हम बात करें क्वालिटी की तो जो स्टेट और कॉन्सेप्ट हमें दिया हुआ है वो हमारे हिसाब से एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन होना चाहिए. जैसे कि रीड द फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस. महात्मा गांधी loved truth. His wisdom saved us. Honesty is the best policy, right? Next, we have words like truth, wisdom, honesty are also nouns. Words जैसे कि truth, wisdom, honesty ये सभी nouns कहलाते हैं. But they do not name persons, places, animals or things. पर ये किसी भी person, place, animal या फिर thing का नाम नहीं बताते हैं. They name ideas, feelings, quality and action. ये हमारी जो feelings हैं, ideas हैं, thoughts हैं, उनके लिए एक नाम सोचते हैं. Such nouns are called the abstract nouns. इन सभी nouns को हम abstract nouns के नाम से जानते हैं. Right? Next, we have the formation of abstract noun. कि अब abstract form का formation कैसे करें हम लोग. Let's read this. नेस को यूज करके बनता है काइंडनेस, डार्कनेस, हैप्पीनेस. आयन को यूज करके एक्शन, रिएक्शन, क्रिएशन, रिजेक्शन. नेक्स्ट वाई, टी वाई एंड आई टी वाई जो कि है जेलसी, सेफ्टी एंड रियलिटी. शिप, फ्रेंडशिप, हार्डशिप, रिलेशनशिप. राइट. नेक्स्ट वी हैव हुड which is childhood, boyhood, neighborhood, etc. Iron, chin or Asian. So it becomes collection or admiration. Next is meant, amazement, achievements and disappointment. Next is her, depth, health, truth. Dom, kingdom, wisdom and freedom. Next, ans, जो कि है appearance, importance or exercise. Right? So that was all about the chapter from our side. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new from this. So let us begin with the practice worksheet of chapter number 3. So let's see the very first exercise, which is the multiple choice questions. That is MCQs. So let's begin with them. Which says dash noun is the name of a particular person, place, etc. कि कौन सा noun है जो किसी भी particular person, place का नाम होता है. So just obviously the options are proper, common and collective. We all know the correct one is proper, right? As this is the particular name of a person or a place, right? Then, boy is a dash noun. So, boy कौन सा noun है? Simply हमें बताना है. And the options are proper, common and collective. So, it is a common noun as we all are aware of it. So, let's write common over here. Next, chair is a dash noun. कि chair जो है वो कौन सा noun है? And the options are countable, uncountable or proper. Right? So we all know that chair is a countable noun. Let's take here and write that chair is a countable noun. Right? Then, milk is dash noun. And the options are uncountable, countable or possessive. Right? So we all know that milk is actually a kind of uncountable noun. So let's take uncountable and write over here. Uncountable. Right? Now, moving ahead to the B exercise, let's read the question. So it is, pick out the proper nouns and common nouns in the following sentences. So अब हमें proper और common nouns नो निकालने हैं जो नीचे sentences दिए गए हैं उनमें से. So let's see what it says. Such as, Reena went to the National Library to borrow some books. So let's highlight the proper nouns and underline the common nouns, right? So the proper noun is Reena, right? And we have to find the common nouns also. So common noun is the National Library because we are not aware of the name, correct? And books. Again, we are not aware of the name of the books, right? Then, next sentence is, Sania Mirza is a great tennis player. So, इस sentence में जो proper noun है, that is Sania Mirza, right? And the common noun is player. And tennis is also proper noun as it is a name of a sport, right? Next, we have, children love the movie The Lion King. So, अब proper noun है The Lion King because it is a proper name. And movie and children both are the common nouns. Moving ahead, we play cricket on Sundays. So, we is a common noun and cricket and Sundays are the proper nouns, right? Next, Enid Blyton is an author of children's books, right? So, let's see that Enid Blyton, as it is a name, so this is a proper noun and author is a common noun. Children's books is a common noun, right? Next, Joy loves her pet dog Marshall. So यहाँ पर dog is a common noun and Joy and Marshall are the proper nouns, right? Next, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata are the metro cities of India. So, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata are the proper nouns. India is also a proper noun, right? And cities is a common noun. Clear? Then, moving ahead to the exercise C, let's see what it says. So it says, fill in the blanks with suitable nouns given in the bracket to complete sentences. तो हमें यहाँ पर कुछ nouns दिए गए हैं और हमें इन्हीं nouns को use करना है इन sentences को complete करने के लिए. So, let's see how they are being completed. So, it says, the dash crosses the plains. So, what crosses the plains? The river. River crosses the plains. Next, I usually visit the rose garden, right? We can write garden over here. Next, a dash is a faithful animal. So which is a faithful animal? A dog. So we'll write dog over here. A dog is a faithful animal. Next, they dash greeted the Prime Minister. The advocates. Correct. Then next, moving ahead with the next exercise, which says write C for common or P for proper noun in the blank provided before each noun. तो यहाँ पर हमें कुछ nouns दिए गए हैं और उनके पहले हमें common या फिर proper noun बताना है C और P लिखकर, right? So simply we have to identify whether the words are common or the proper nouns, right? So here we have the governor. So governor is a common noun because we are not aware of who it is, right? Next is the mountain. Again, the common noun. July, proper noun. It is a proper name of the month. The green dress, again, the proper noun because they are mentioning the proper color of the dress, that is green, right? Next is the Kohinoor diamond. Again, the proper noun, name is mentioned. The swimmer, common noun. The Caspian Sea, proper noun. The church, common noun. The dictionary, common noun. And tall building, common noun again. Right? Now, moving ahead to the next exercise, it says, how do the following persons earn their living? Right? Now, we have to use the words given in box to fill in the blanks. तो अब हमें इन blanks में fill करना है कि कौन सा person किस तरीके से अपनी living यानी कि अपने लिए पैसे कमाता है, right? So we have some statements like a dash earns his living by putting in windows panes, right? So इनमें से कौन सा person है जो इस काम को perform करके अपनी earning earn करता है, right? So let's see how it is done. So it says a dash earns his living by putting in window panes. Okay. So the very first sentence which says a dash earns his living by putting in window panes. So who is the person? The person is the glazier. So we'll write glazier over here. Then next, and dash earns his living by writing books. So we all know that author is the person who earns his living by writing books. Next, a dash earns his living by treating the sick. Now, who is the person who treats the sick? We all know that it is a doctor. So we'll write doctor over here. Next, a dash earns his living by cooking meals in hotel. So who is the person who earns his living by cooking meals in hotel? So we all know that the person is chef. So we'll write chef over here. Next, a dash earns her living by attending sick people. So who is the one who attends the sick people? She is the nurse. Right? Then, a dash earns his living by carving these statues. So he is a sculptor. Right? So let's write sculptor over here. Then next is, and dash earns his living by representing his country abroad. So who is the person who represents our country? He is the ambassador. So let's write ambassador over here. Correct? Then next, and dash earns his living by reading news bulletins and hosting at events. So he's the announcer. So let's write announcer over here. Correct? Then, moving ahead, moving to the next exercise that says, write down the possessive form of the following. तो अब हमें इन सभी sentences की possessive forms लिखनी है. So, let's see how it is done. They say the cap of Sanjay. So, how we can write it? We can write it as Sanjay's cap. Right? Next, the tails of the mares. So it can be written as mare's tail. Mare's tails. Next, a compartment for women. So we can write women's compartment. Right? Next, a holiday of 3 weeks. So it can be written as 3 weeks holiday. 3 weeks holiday. Right? Then, a hostel of girls. So we'll write girls hostel. Correct? Then, the voices of the children. So, children's voices. Right? Next, the nests of the birds. So, they are written as birds' nests. Right? Next is the sister of the nurses. So, it can be written as nurse's sister. Right? Then, moving ahead, it says, rewrite the underlined expression using apostrophe s और only apostrophe. So, हमने ऊपर भी देखा कि possessives में हमें लिखना था, तो हम क्या करते हैं usually we used to add apostrophe s after the noun so that it can be converted into its possessive form. But ये सिर्फ तब किया जाता है जब हमारा जो noun है वो या तो singular हो या फिर उसके end में s ना हो. If the thing is already having an s at the end of it, So we are going to put only the apostrophe, right? So that is what we have done in most of the situations in the upper question, right? Now in the next question we have to do the same thing कि हमें अंडरलाइन एक्सप्रेशंस को दोबारा लिखना है apostrophe s या फिर खाली apostrophe का यूज करते हुए. Let's see how it is done. The children of Mr. Singhal have gone for a movie. So it could be Mr. Singhal's children, right? Next, the paws of the monkey. So it can be written as monkey's paws, right? Next, parents of the children. So children's parent. Children's parents. Next, the naughty children were pulling the tails of the dogs. Tails of the dogs? That means dogs' tails. Right? Then, the office of Miss Anjana. So, it can be written as Miss Anjana's office. Right? Moving ahead, we have more statements such as the car owned by the doctor. So it can be written as doctor's car. Next, the office of the headmaster. So it can be written as headmaster's office. Headmaster's office. Next, the car belonging to the principal. So it can be simply written as principal's car. Clear? As simple as that. Now, moving ahead to the next exercise that says change the following expressions as one has been done for you. अब हमें इन सभी expressions को normal change करना है, right? So, the first one is the hero servant. So, hero servant लिखा जाएगा इस तरीके से. The servant of the hero. Right? The men's foot. So it might be written as the foot of the men. Next, the horse's tail. So it can be written as the tail of the horse. The chief's smile. The smile of the chief. Then, the teacher's table. The table of the teacher. Next, the child's toy. So it would be the toy of the child. Next, the sailor's uniform. So it can be the uniform of the sailor. Next, the baby's cradle. The cradle of the baby. Right? Now, after that, moving ahead. So, let's read the question. It says, rewrite the sentences by changing the underlined words into the possessive case. Again, we have to change these underlined words into the possessive case as we did earlier. So, it is, the law will safeguard the rights of the people. So, it can be written as, the law will safeguard the people's right. The people's right. Next, the tails of foxes are very bushy. So it can be written as, the foxes' tails are very bushy, right? The return gifts of the children have been packed. So, the children's return gifts. Correct? Then, we all are celebrating the birthday of Kiran. So, it is Kiran's birthday. Right? Next is, Gitanjali of Rabindranath Tagore is famous all over the world. So, Gitanjali of Rabindranath Tagore, it can be written as Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. Right? Then, next, it is fill in the blanks with suitable collective nouns. अब हमें यहाँ पर collective nouns use करने हैं that are used for the given nouns, right? So let us see how it is done. So let's begin with the first one. It is, a dash of buses took us to the theater. So buses के collection को हम क्या बोलते हैं? It is known as a fleet, right? So let's write fleet over here. Then next is, a dash of cows graze in the meadows. तो cows के collection को हम क्या बोलते हैं? It is known as the herd. Next, a dash of trees gives us shelter to travelers. तो trees के collection को हम बोलते हैं forest. A forest of trees, right? Next, Mr. Basu has a dash of old and rare books. तो books के collection को बोला जाता है library. Right? Next, a dash of musicians will be playing at the city center. Musicians के group को बोला जाता है band. Right? Next, a dash of thieves stole the diamonds in a daring midnight robbery. तो thieves के जो collection है उसको बोला जाता है gang, a gang of thieves. Correct? Next, moving to the next exercise, which is match the collective nouns. तो अब हमें यहाँ कुछ nouns दिए गए हैं और उनके collective words दिए हुए हैं. Let's match them with their collective nouns, right? So it is whales. So whales के collection को बोला जाता है shoal. So let's write one over here. Next is cherries. Cherries के collection को बोला जाता है bunch. Then is elephants. Elephants के collection को we call a herd. Then is fish. Fish के collection को हम बोलते हैं school. And the last one is the island. Islands के collection को we call a group. Right? Moving ahead to the next exercise. Now they say, rearrange the underlined letters to form collective nouns. Right? So यहाँ पर हमें एक collective nouns के jumbled words दिए हुए हैं. We have to arrange these words into the correct order, right? So this is a dash of books. We know कि books के collection को we call a library. So it is library of books. Next, a dash of whales. Whales के collection को we call a school. So it is school. A dash of ships. Ships के collection को हम बोलते हैं fleet. So let's write fleet over here. Next is a dash of musicians. A band of musicians. Right? Next is a dash of cards. So it can be written as a pack of cards. Clear? Now, next, moving up to the next exercise which says, underline the collective nouns in the following sentences. तो अब हमें इन सभी sentences में collective nouns को underline करना है. Right? So let's see. So the first statement says, mother has a whole wardrobe of sarees. So what is the collective noun in this? It is a wardrobe. Right? Next, a swarm of bees attacked me. So the collective noun is swarm. I forgot my bunch of keys on the table. So it is bunch of keys. Right? Next, a gang of robbers had entered our village. So it is gang. Right? Then, my father has a big library of books. Then it is library. Right? Next, moving to the next exercise, it is fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with words given below. अब यहाँ पर हमें कुछ collective nouns दिए गए हैं box में and we have to fill them accordingly situation के जो भी हमें यहाँ पर दिए गए हैं, right? So let's see whether we can do this or not. So it is, there are 50 students in our collection of students is known as the class. So we write class over here. Next, mother has a whole dash of sarees. Just wardrobe of sarees, right? Wardrobe. Next, the gentlemen of the dash gave their judgment. The gentlemen of the, it is actually the jury, not crowd. The gentlemen of the jury gave their judgment. Next, we saw a dash of ships in the harbor. We saw a dash of ships. That means fleet of ships, right? Next, a dash of bees attacked me. A swarm of bees, right? Swarm. Next, he gave me a dash of grapes. A bunch of grapes, right? Next, a dash of 7 was appointed to examine the issue. A committee of 7. right? So we'll write committee. Then a dash of people has been appointed for today's function. A crowd of today's people, right? Correct? Then, now we have the next question which says underline the abstract nouns in the following sentences. अब हमें sentences में abstract nouns को underline करना है. Let's see whether we can do them or not. So just first one says kindness can never go unrewarded. So kindness is the abstract noun. Next, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. So beauty and joy both are the abstract nouns in this sentence. Next, a little knowledge is a very dangerous thing. So little knowledge and dangerous, right? Next, true love is the abstract noun over here. Prevention is better than cure. So prevention is the abstract noun, right? Now, next one, form abstract nouns from the following common nouns. तो अब हमें इन common nouns से कुछ abstract nouns बनाने हैं. Let's see how to do it. So it is pilgrim. So pilgrim का we can write pilgrimage. Child. It is childish. Next, discover. It can be discovery. Next is hero. So, hero ka it can be heroic. Next is boy. Boyhood. Right? Next is pirate. So, it can be pirate. Next is captain. So, it is captaincy. Next is man. It can be manly or manhood. Next is patriot. It can be patriotic. Agent can be agently. Agentic, right? So that was all about the chapter. I hope you all got the things. Thank you so much and do have a great day ahead.